Hello, my name is Anne Apfel, and today I'd like to do a little consciousness meditation with you for my birthday and talk to you about my books a little bit. My first book is Shift Your Consciousness, Meditate Now. And this is really a comprehensive guide, a lifetime guide to meditation, opening your third eye and becoming aware and enlightened. And I took that to Arizona to the Celebrate Your Life conference, and I showed it to the Hay House representative, and she said, "Whoa, that's way too comprehensive an amount of information." So I decided to break it down, and now we have 12 weeks of meditation, which really focuses in on the tools, the animas that you create and the beginning steps. So that is going to be available in September. Just finishing the final edits. Really good, really exciting. Also, for fun, because I can't be in a conscious meditative state all the time, I write poetry. So this is my heart, her story, my poetry book. In the back of her story, there's a place for you to write your poems, and there's also a place to color pictures. So to write, often you have to get out of that mind where you are thinking and into that mind where you're receiving. And when you color, you kind of switch the sides of the brain that you're using, and you can turn on that place where you're visualizing and receiving. So I like to draw a picture. This is one of my favorite pictures that I drew, and then I put a poem over it. So those are a few of the projects I'm working on. I teach anima meditation, and the theory behind anima meditation is cleansing your space, cleansing and clearing with the anima ball, which you make out of earth and cosmic energy, and you create it between your hands, and you create that indigo blue ball of energy, and you visualize that between your hands. So as you're creating with your hand chakras, you're also visualizing with your mind, and you're working both of those abilities. And then you draw it up into your chakras, open it, close it, and we collect and release negative energy in our anima. So with the chakra system, a lot of people are confused about the chakra system, and as well confused about consciousness. So really want to talk about how the chakra system works with conscious energy and what consciousness is, so that people stop using this concept as a excuse to violate the universe. So amusement is also our best tool to deal with the pain of that, because there's a lot of pain in that violation that has been happening here on the earth for a little while. So how do you become conscious? How do you direct yourself consciously and use that direction to direct your body? Let's talk about the chakras. We have our first chakra, which represents our physical space and our survival. And we have the second chakra, representing our emotions, sex space, and we have the third chakra, which represents our power. So these are the lower body chakras. And we have the heart chakra, which is the bridge in between that body and the spiritual spaces, which our fifth chakra, our ability to channel, our sixth chakra, our ability to see, our crown chakra, our ability to know. Our crown chakra brings in information from the conscious collective. What I'm hearing from teachers out there using conscious energy, as they describe it, is consciousness wants. And consciousness wants you. Consciousness wants you too. No, it doesn't. Consciousness does not want. Want is a second chakra emotion, which activates the power. And we are very much using our want and power to create. And people validating that, saying consciousness wants, and all these workshops and lectures focusing on abundance and bringing what you want to you. But that's not what consciousness is. Consciousness is allowing your body to be directed inside truth. So what happens? What happens with these chakras? So there we are, we have this conscious collective, which is truth. And we're all inside it. We're all part of that conscious collective, every one of us. But we also have these bodies, and we're physical. So our first chakra is our survival space. We have to survive. So what happens is we give away our consciousness a little bit at a time to wants and needs and thinking. So when we think we need and we want, we're in that emotional space, and we'll open up that next space right above the emotional space. We'll open up our power to get. And so we'll begin to think we need to survive, and we'll start making agreements. And each agreement that we make that isn't directed by that conscious truth begins to shut down our ability to channel consciousness, to see, to know, and to be directed by it. It will direct us perfectly inside truth if we are in our heart, using our voice and creativity, able to see truth, know truth, channel truth down to our body, through that power and through that emotion, all the way down to that first physical chakra. So what we need to do is to be able to make our decisions where we look consciously and opening that third eye, opening that ability to see. It's right next to that ability to know and to channel. That fifth chakra through our voice, to use our heart. Our heart is that bridge between our body and our ability to act consciously. So everything that goes through our heart will direct us properly when our heart is connected to that higher conscious energy. What happens is we become blocked. When chakras become blocked, they become damaged. When we experience a negative being. So what is a negative being? That sounds scary. Negative being is anger, pain, resentment. There's, a plethora of negative beings that we can channel. And when we bring them in, we make agreements with them to create for us. And we go unconscious because the energy turns from truth into a lie. And we use this lie to create for ourselves. We'll use it emotionally, and we'll use it with our power because we want. So through meditation, we begin to clean out those chakras of these negative beings. Are they ours? What is the agreement? Are we agreeing with a spirit outside ourselves to create power for them? Are we creating our own power agreements? And are our power agreements in alignment with truth? If your power agreements are in alignment with truth, then you're working with the collective consciousness, with what is true. If you're trying to take because you want, then you're moving your energy into unconscious awareness to create. And you begin to create in the lie, which it may be good for you, but it's not good inside the whole. So you start to take more and more and more to have, and you build these power agreements with people who want more and more and more too, and then you kind of get above the energy and you think that, you're looking really good, right? You got all this stuff, you got all these houses, you got boats, you got cars, you got, you're creating, and your happiness is working, so God must love you. But, but, is anyone else suffering for you to receive that thing? And then we get into negative karma and how your spirit looks. Your body might look rich, but your spirit starts to become ugly because the energy becomes unbalanced. So anima helps you balance. Come back to moving that negative energy, looking at your agreements, and becoming conscious of your agreements, how you make your agreements, and every agreement that you make, you begin to look at in meditation before you do it. So we begin to slowly open our third eye so that we can see energy, can see what energies are in our agreements that we are going to make before we put our energy in there, so that we become inside the energy. And we begin to work in enlightened spaces of becoming rather than karmic spaces. So negative agreement creates negative karma. So consciousness is simply truth. We all have our own truth. Is it conscious? Conscious truth is our awareness working with what is true for everything, so that we don't cause negative karma with our agreements. If what you're creating is causing pain for someone else, then maybe that's not the best way to become a beautiful spirit. So as we work our agreements, we become enlightened and we change our energy. And our energy starts to respond differently than it did because we start to pull the programs. So each lie that we agree to for power begins to program us as we turn down our conscious connection. Each time we turn down our conscious connection, its ability to direct us becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until we're blocked. And then our chakras become damaged, and then they don't balance anymore. They don't move together. They're not aligned. So that conscious energy can't come down and direct you as it could have. You could have had everything you needed, everything that you wanted, and been directed in a kind of a heavenly space on earth. So we simply need to work our own space to get back to that awareness. So the first step in that, and I've talked about this on other videos, is grounding. We create that anima energy, creating that grounding energy ball between your hands of earth energy. You can even bring that up from the earth through your feet, not your hands. And then you imagine extending that from the base of your spine at that physical first chakra into the earth, opening that first chakra to release. And once we have a space to release, we can begin to release that negative being when it comes in to try and make an agreement with us. So we just release that, ground, and begin to be aware of your agreements. What are you agreeing to? How are you using your emotions and your power? So be grounded for your meditation. And we bring in that cosmic energy from way out in the cosmos, and we use that through our crown chakra, through our body, mixing with the earth energy, and just creating energy channels through our body to channel energy, which keeps us clean and clear. Gives us space to release. You can just sit there letting the earth and cosmic energy run through your body, down your grounding and out your hands and out your head, creating those energy channels through your body. And then just create a cleansing anima between your hands. Let that be indigo blue cleansing energy. Begin that cosmic cleansing energy. Let it mix with the earth energy. Begin releasing anything out of your first chakra that you're ready to let go of. Any negative being in your space. It's yours or not yours. Start to let that break up in those chakras and start to release. Create that anima cleansing ball. Put it underneath your body, underneath your seat. Draw it up and expand it over your chakra space, out into your aura. Each chakra has a corresponding layer to the aura, and just let it expand out through each layer of your aura, around your body. And then collect any negative being that you're ready to release. Release that anger, pain, resentment. Start to let that break up in your space. That may activate a memory where that energy came in, got stuck in that chakra. Each chakra holds the memories. You see a memory, you start to see that picture of this experience. It's activating your third eye. Just go ahead and cleanse that memory. Pull the negative energy off that memory. You're not there anymore. Get into your anima. And then dissolve it, disintegrate it, close it back up. And we disintegrate that energy into neutral, healing energy. Return it to source neutrally. Once we have cleansed our space of the negative energy, let's forgive anyone who you have harmed, has harmed you. Let their energy go back into neutral. And we call our energy back inside a replenishment anima. And we fill that with gold miracle vibration. Just bring that in through the cosmos to ground, stay grounded and releasing. Create a beautiful golden ball of energy. Call your energy back from anyone you've given it to. Give them back their energy in that same neutral golden healing vibration. Just give it back. Then place that golden ball of energy over your head and draw it in through your crown chakra. All the layers of your aura, each chakra in your body. And we begin to change that energy that we were in to a healing vibration and allow ourselves to heal from our past experiences. And we just let that healing energy sit in our space as long as it needs to heal our body. And once you become well, once you are healed, you interact differently with the people around you. Those pictures, those memories are cleansed of negativity. They no longer respond for you in the energy, but you become this walking meditation where your energy is trained to respond consciously rather than your programs responding for you. And we become responsible for the karma we are creating with our body. And that is conscious, and that is enlightenment. So, begin with 12 weeks of meditation. And the steps even has little places inside each meditation week for your notes. My experiences, what you experienced each week. You can write that down. And enjoy your meditation space. Thank you for joining me today in understanding conscious, enlightened being. Enjoy your becoming.